We're going to go off trail today and look for the home site of Billy Kid. Not Billy the Kid. Yeah, Billy Kid. There are a lot of kids in here. We were a couple weeks ago out the road at about a mile or so looking for Ike Kid, home site and grave site. So yeah, it's supposed to be down in here through a gap in the cliff and down in the valley there somewhere. It's cold this morning, about 30 degrees. Got a pretty good wind blowing, but we're gonna get down here off top of this ridge and out of the wind. That'll be a good day. Yeah, come along, see how it goes. And I'm with Kerry Wilbright and Jimmy Staffy. Heck, we're not 150 feet in the woods yet. And I guess before the pit toilets that are up there now were built, let's see, right there and right here, must have been built before them. But yeah, who wants to see a toilet? So all right, let's go on. Yeah, we had a little snow last night, not much, just a little powder. Yeah, we came off a little narrow ridge back of the parking lot to the left of the outhouses at Peter's Mountain Tower site. And it's a narrow ridge and it's high. There's some big old drops down into the valley below. Sooner or later we gotta get off this ridge and get down there to them. So keep on chugging. Yeah, the old road, I mean, you can tell it meanders on around the hill. Who knows where it goes? But we're stopping, we're stepping off the road because there's a little gap in the cliff. We can walk down and try to get into the flat bottoms below. Man, look at this. We are in some open, easy traveling ground around through here. I mean, it's on a hillside, but that's a welcome sight after fighting some of that rhododendron and laurel coming in that hill. Well, we're going down the third set of cliffs, and I'll go back and down that one on my hind end, so can't feel myself doing that, but let's get her done. Well, I didn't slide any faster or any farther than I wanted to, so that was successful, except got a little bit of a wet butt now, but okay, we're got down to stream level now, so the home site we're looking for ought to be right on down the valley. Well, look at this. This like stepping off into a different world down here in this bottom. This has got that old home site look to it. Yeah, this flat area down here by these small creeks, and there's no big timber in it. White pines, hemlocks. None of them are real huge. So one time this was cleared, undoubtedly so. And Staffy says we're near the home site, so I'm looking forward to that. What a beautiful place. And I can't take credit for this. Carrie had been doing a lot of map work and stuff, and compared notes with Staffy. Staffy came in here a few days ago and found it. So he's bringing us back in here. And I get to join them. Okay, it looks like it right there. Part of a old retaining wall. Cool. That right there is an old piece of cast iron. So maybe they had a cooking stove in here. I don't know, but they definitely had a chimney. Yeah, whoever built this had some skills, because look, they have angled that rock off and that rock off to narrow the fireplace as it comes on back. And they got these things fitted pretty tight too. Nice square corners. I'd like to see this when all these moss colored rocks were still stacked up on that thing. Okay, let's get over here, have a look at this bigger fireplace. Yeah, this bigger of the chimneys has the same angles going back too, to make this wider at the front and more narrow at the back. Like I said about the other one, I sure would like seeing this thing standing. And there are rocks all over the place here. So this chimney here, definitely a lot larger than that one. And there's no way of knowing whether two separate buildings here or one great big cabin, but it doesn't matter, it's awesome. We could see some cliffs right back up in there, which basically be in the back door of this cabin home site. So they sometimes hem their livestock in it, maybe had a forge. I don't know, we'll step in here and find out. We don't see nothing under here right now, but that don't mean there wasn't, 100 years ago. Pretty wet too. All right, the home site and the chimney are right there. And we dropped off below it down the stream level and look around down here for a bit. Okay, we didn't find sign of a forge or anything up under those cliffs, but that right there is what sandstone looks like when it's been in a lot of fires. So maybe the forge will be up that way if they had one. So poke our heads up there just a second, look around, and then head on down the stream. He kind of struck it on that one too. Pretty nice little rock house, but evidently wet weather spring down through there. It's got it pretty wet. On to the next. We have found a faint old original settlers road that we're following now downstream. And this was supposed to be another old home site or something. We didn't know if we were going to check it out or not, but it's got headed this way. Hopefully it's right here somewhere close.
Hope this don't turn into a search and rescue.
You know, this would have been a good home site looking spot. Just like the cabin we were just at, or the home site. You know, it would be up on the ridge just a little bit above these little creeks. So we're gonna poke around here a minute, see if we can find it. Well, that's definitely some human stacked rocks, but I feel confident saying it's not a home site. Or just stack where they're clearing their fields. Let's poke around a bit longer. This right here is a strange thing. All these stacked rocks going up there making a kind of a circle around, and it's under this garbage too on this side. It's probably a spring. I don't know. These places are so confusing after all these years. And there's fish glass. Huh, that's old blue colored glass too. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody's marked it with a ribbon. Don't know what that means. Keep looking. All right, I was wrong back there at that other big home site. We found this one, and it is listed as the Billy Kidd home site. And there's some rocks, probably corners, foundation stones, and this would have been the chimney. And a lot of it fell down on itself, but the rest of it fell over that way. All right, we located the Billy Kidd home site. Probably getting about time for us to turn around and head back.
The grave sites, such as they are.
We kind of got separated from my old buddy Kerry. I need to find him. Well, right over in there is the house place with the two chimneys we were at a couple hours ago, before we went down and found the other one. And we've crossed the stream and we're on the opposite side, because I remember seeing this rock house from over there across the creek. So I'll find our way back out of here. That's pretty cool. We're just about back to the top of the ridges. And you got a little blue sky. Yeah, lots of blue sky. I like it. But anyway, we've made our way back up to the top of the mountain into this thick mountain laurel. It's trying to take my hat from me. Getting pretty close back to the old Peters Mountain Tower site where we're parked, so feeling good about things. Hey folks, yeah, I'm back at my vehicle, the end of the day, heading home. Just a couple days ago, I was thinking about needing to do another historical site hike, and lo and behold, Carrie and Jimmy came up with one. So I joined them, and it was good. You know, found a couple old home sites and looked for a grave site, didn't find, but you know, a lot of those get lost to time. But real good day, nothing like it. So I just want to say, like usual, as long as you guys keep watching them, I'll keep making them. So this Peppo in the Woods. See ya.